If you've been following us along, you probably already know this. But if you're new here, we are Sunny and Ferret, and we are riding our 2 motorcycles from Washington State to the bottom of Argentina. Last episode, we got soaked riding in the rain, camped in a ferry terminal, and made it to the bottom of the Carretera Austral.
So we made it to Villa O'Higgins yesterday. It was pouring down rain. The road was not great, but we made it there, and then we went to the end of the road. We've got our photo that we made it to the end of the Carretera Austral. But the road in was pretty atrocious, so instead of staying 2 days, we decided to stay 1 day, and we are on our way back now to hit the ferry terminal.
It's very wet out here. It's pouring down rain today. I don't know if you can hear me because this waterfall, this really big waterfall, is very loud. But we just left Villa O'Higgins and we're headed back north to the ferry because we have a ferry tomorrow. But the road we're on, the road from the ferry to Villa O'Higgins, is like the worst road we've experienced yet. Nothing but loose gravel and mud, and it's just terrible. So yeah, so it's gonna be a long day of heading back up this road, but this view is beautiful, and we're having a little lunch and then we'll get back on the road. Doing? Yeah. Just stay where you are. Go to the inside. The inside's harder, I think. We'll just go slow around it, okay? I think he's doing the outside edge. And we got some crab hands. Putting on my crab. I can really help you, babe. Well, you have to undo this. You're coming undone. I love that you got orange. Yeah. Makes you look more like a lobster. we rode back north from Villa O'Higgins to the ferry terminal. That road in between here and there is the worst road we've seen yet, mostly because it's continuously under construction. But yesterday was really bad. It was really fresh, just loose gravel, almost like river rock basically, and big stones, big round stones. So it was just loose gravel and lots of mud. Today was much better than yesterday. I'm guessing because it got packed down more by cars and them working on it. But yesterday was horrible. Today was much better, except for it's been pouring down rain. We are totally soaked. Ferret's more soaked than I am. She had both a rain suit on and her riding suit, and it's just both are completely soaked. But we're waiting for the ferry here. We didn't know if we were going to try to stay on this side or the other side of the ferry tonight, because we have to catch the ferry from the other side tomorrow, which takes us down to Puerto Natales. And we are hoping that we'll be able to get the bikes on that ferry. We have personal tickets, but we don't have tickets for the bike. But we heard with vehicles, you kind of have to just go. And another backpacker we met said he saw the ferry loading the last week, and he said there was lots of space on it. So hopefully there'll be space for the bikes, but we're just going to be hanging out tonight and chilling until tomorrow and trying to stay dry.
So we are here at the ferry waiting terminal. We got here last night. We are trying to take the ferry from here. This is Puerto Natales, and we're trying to take it to Puerto Natales because Sunny's tire is not gonna make it back to somewhere where we can get a tire. So we really need to catch this ferry, which is a 2-day long ferry. We really need to catch this and get on it today. It only leaves once a week. We did end up getting tickets for it, miraculously, for ourselves, but our bikes still are not like officially on the boat. So we have to make sure that we get our bikes on the boat and get those paid for. But at least we have seats for ourselves, which I think is the hard part. So yeah, we're sitting here at the ferry terminal, got in last night, slept in there, and the ferry that we're trying to catch does not leave until 7 p.m. and it is 2 p.m. So we're getting close, but yeah, this is where we've been, pretty much where we've been for the past, or will be for about 24 hours.
So we made it on the ferry to Puerto Natales, which is great because otherwise we didn't know what we were going to do, because I have a tire that's completely shot and starting to delaminate, or not starting to delaminate, already delaminated, and can blow basically at any time. So, and we don't have a spare. So the closest to get one would be Punta Arenas. So going the long way around to get there, I definitely would not make it. So we've been crossing our fingers that we'd make it on this ferry. We had tickets for ourselves, but not for our bikes. We got here last night just to make sure we were here early. The guy was like, I don't know, if you don't have reservations for your bikes, that's a problem. And so he's like, you'll just have to wait and see. And so we waited around, basically they gave us tickets and we just got loaded on. Which we were crossing our fingers until we were loaded and strapped down. Now we're loaded, strapped down. Well, all the motorcycles are in a shipping container except for mine because it was too big. So it is strapped down on deck, exposed to the elements, and we will see how much of the salt air will cause havoc on my bike. So I have the cover on it, but hopefully it doesn't get too salty because I can't deal with that. But I'm up on the top deck. It's raining right now, but it's really hot inside. Getting onto the boat was like, they were like, okay, you have tickets, and then we paid for the tickets, and they're like, okay, you can load now, and we weren't expecting to load until like 6, and I don't even think it's 5 yet, or maybe it's 5 now. So it was definitely all done in a rush. And we were frantic and trying to grab stuff off our bikes because the bikes are going to be stowed away for the basically the whole trip. So we're just like, grabbing stuff that we'll need. We definitely didn't grab all the stuff we needed. But we'll see if maybe I can get access to my bike to get some like food and stuff from it. But for the next 2 days, we're here on the ferry, crossing through the fjords of southern Chile here in Patagonia.
Like it was right by the coast.
Seals, dolphins. It's our first full day on the boat. This morning we got woken up to the sight of a cool ghost ship, which was really cool. Then after that we had some coffee and some light breakfast. And then up on deck we saw seals, dolphins, and even a whale within like 15 minutes. It was really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Didn't get the whale on camera though, sadly, but it was still really cool.
Yeah, the whale was awesome, but we weren't quick enough to get it on camera. Yeah. But maybe we'll see some other wildlife. There's definitely a lot here that's really cool and exciting. Even though we're on a ferry, it's kind of like being on a little cruise with not as good of food, but it's awesome. We just stopped in a little port, little tiny town that's like really isolated. But that's our last stop for the trip, and then we will be getting in tomorrow afternoon, possibly tomorrow night. And we're sitting on top deck, and there's a really big, beautiful waterfall in front of us, but you wouldn't be able to see it. Maybe if I pull out that camera. Yeah. But it's gorgeous. Maybe I'll show you the waterfall if I can get it on camera. But that's our update for so far. The sun was just out here and it was lovely. Yeah. We're almost to Puerto Natales, so it's been 2 days on this boat. Hasn't been too bad. Last night I didn't sleep basically at all, so I am exhausted and my whole body is sore, and I have some kind of stomach upset, so Also, the last like 2 hours have been kind of rough seas, so it hasn't helped. I am very looking forward to getting off this boat and finding a place to sleep because I am so tired. But other than that, it's been pretty good. Food's been all right. The views have been incredible, so I would definitely recommend it. It's a good way to get from Villa O'Higgins to Puerto Natales. Yeah, I'm glad we made it on. That's it for this episode. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you next time.